So back when I did the SSD upgrade in this Zephyrus S, I mentioned that we were gonna start streaming, and I promise we are almost there. Now I know that was months ago, but look, we've been a little busy. But even when I made that announcement, I wasn't quite sure exactly what we were gonna stream. Oh, I have to do all these? Oh, there's some action I'm coming! What kind of car is that? Ah! Ah! Oh! I just shot my teammate. I have no idea what I'm gonna stream. Yes! Woo! Woo! Okay. And now I just crashed. Now we are exploring the world of sim racing. We are still going to have our weekly lab tested episodes, but now we will also have a live stream component to the channel. You want a piece of me? I'll show you. And I am honestly so excited because for one, I've been wanting to add more content to our channel for a really long time, and two, it means I can connect with you. Right, Andie? And it might look like a bunch of gear right now, but I'm gonna give you a very special tour. Actually, hold on 1 second. Welcome to Starbucks, how may I help you? Double whip, venti, you got it. Is that a pup I hear in the back? Do you like a puppuccino? Oh, that's what I thought. Alrighty, drive around. The whole headset microphone piece, I'm just getting used to it. I mean, growing up, I was told don't talk to strangers on the internet, and here I am talking to strangers on the internet. Well, anyway, let's start with this monitor, because this thing is really beautiful. Say hello to the ROG Strix XG49 VQ Super Ultra Wide HDR gaming monitor. Woo, looking good. I mean, do you see the angle on this thing? If you're already into sim racing or you're thinking about getting into it. I'm backwards. Everyone's rig is gonna look different, but we all have a need for a monitor. And in my opinion, this one right here is the best single monitor setup for sim racing. It's a 32:9 aspect ratio, which means you're playing at 3840 by 1080 resolution. It has 144 Hertz refresh rate. So if you're saving up and you want to put your money towards a good investment, check out this monitor. It's gonna make you feel like you can see the track that much better. So that means because I'm planning on streaming, I'm actually gonna switch over to a triple monitor, so I'm not gonna be using this one. You've been so good to me. You really have been. A little dog hair. Quick side note, if I start to shed the layers, don't think it's because I'm trying to show skin. Trust me, I'm not. It's just that things are getting a little warm, especially down in this crotchal region where the computer is. I'll get to that in a hot second, but gotta move. And yes, I know, my cable management, it needs help. I'm working on it still. If you got any suggestions, let me know. I got cables this big, from this side, that side. They're coming from all the sides. We can talk on the Discord, all right, through the intranets. So we've made it to the next part of my tour. I'd like to welcome you into my cockpit. Come, join me. It wasn't until this video that I realized the word cockpit is quite disturbing. Well, needless to say, this is one impressive cockpit. Oh! But in all seriousness, this is a pretty cool cockpit. The GT track from Next Level Racing. The frame is super adjustable and the seat, it's actually fairly narrow, which was a nice surprise. I kind of feel like it was designed for the female form. Now, yes, so there is a seat belt, and some of you might be laughing. Why are you wearing a seat belt? Well, when you see what this bad boy can do, I think you'll understand why. It's like I'm riding a mechanical bull right now. Woo! Hold on! Now, underneath the seat, you have the Motion Platform V3. This is what makes you feel like you're rocking and pivoting. And then all of this goes on top of the Traction Plus Motion Platform. There's one on the back and the front. And this is what's gonna make you go side to side. Now out of the box on default, this thing is crazy. I mean, seriously, you're gonna wanna wear your seatbelt. On the grass. Oh, I hit the wall. Now I've been dialing back some of the settings, and once I kind of figure everything out, I will do a proper in-depth review. But in the meantime, come here. I wanna show you something in the back. How do you like my butt kicker? Yep, that's what that is, a butt kicker. Because it literally kicks your butt. Actually, Will over at Boosted Media, he has a really great in-depth review on this, so I'll link that video down below. But I agree with him, this is the best bang for your butt. Buck, your best bang for your buck if you want to enhance your sensory experience on a rig. And I also connected with the company, and they happen to be dog lovers too. Wow. So let's go show these butt kickers some love. And down by my toes, I'm using Fanatec's Club Sport pedals, V3 inverted, which are really incredible, and go up top. This is Fanatec's DD2 wheelbase. It's the direct drive for the wheel, paired with the Club Sport steering wheel Formula 2. So it looks more like a Formula wheel, and it's not round. There's just one more thing that goes to this wheel. Yep, these suckers. Now, when I first was told you should probably wear gloves, I'm like, really, are you serious? That's kind of silly. But then I realized this right here is Alcantara, and it can totally get ruined from the oils on your skin. Pair that with the fact that I sweat a lot when I'm driving. I don't want this thing stinking. Right now, it smells fresh, like it came right out of the box. And I intend to keep it that way. I have the ROG Pink Limited Edition keyboard. That thing looks good. And you kind of already saw these, the matching Strix Fusion 300 Limited Edition Pink. Why are there so many words? Anyway, looks kind of cool. And the ROG Chakram mouse. Lots of fun colors on this too. But my favorite part of this, it has a joystick on the side, and some of these racing games don't have a mouse function. So it's very handy. And I also have this giant mouse pad. It actually almost fits as a skirt. But I'm going to custom make a beautiful pad to fit right under this keyboard and mouse. I actually did a really fun episode where I sewed Andie a real life Yoshi costume, but I'm not gonna do a sewing video for this. But I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So powering all this obviously needs a computer, so that's where that box comes in hand. The entire rig is for main gear, and this is a setup that you could buy today. The CPU is a water-cooled Intel 10980XE. The motherboard is the Rampage 6 Extreme Omega from ASUS. And I'm running dual water-cooled Titan RTXs, which seems like a lot of horsepower, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna have to move over to triple monitors, which it looks like I will be. Now, Main Gear did all the piping and water cooling, so this is their craftsmanship. Then it's running 128 gigabytes of RAM, 1200 watt platinum rated power supply. Just like when you mod cars, you always start with the brakes. Never skimp on your power supply. Now I think there actually might be something wrong with this, because right now it looks fine, but occasionally this side just stops lighting up. I might have to send this back to Main Gear to kind of get looked at, troubleshoot. So in the meantime, I'm thinking about doing a thread ripper build. Would that be something you'd be interested in? I will make it fun, I promise, and I need to build a backup anyway. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, there's a few more things left on our tour. I gotta show you that box up top. I got this Stream Deck right here. It's got all these buttons. I know how much some of you love the way I say buttons, so let's count. 1 button, 2 buttons, 8 buttons, buttons, buttons. Oh. 18 buttons, 22 buttons, 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 27 buttons, 30 buttons, lastly 32 buttons. So basically I have 32 shortcuts to make things easy and quick for the stream. And for the actual stream, I'm gonna use the Sony a7 III. That's the camera we use for our lab tested videos. Now I've noticed some sim drivers also have a camera view of the pedals to show their foot movement. I don't know if that's something that you would be interested in. I was thinking of an alternative camera, kind of like an Andie cam, so you can kind of check in on Andie, see what she's up to. I may not be able to keep her in the same spot the whole time, but I think I can make something work. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. So anyway, this is the rig. I hope you enjoyed the tour. If you have any questions, let me know. I also linked all the products in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you know when we go live, because we're gonna be going live soon. So you wanna stay tuned. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.